Hello. Hello. I'm back. Red's live. How's everybody doing? I'm going to talk to Claudia tonight of her soul vacation. Um, I'm going to do something is share out my live right now. Yeah, let me do that. Because I forgot to do that. Whoopsie. I just talked to her. it was it was cool because we were both working out. Hey Brenda, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Let me share this out and put her link in there. I got to send her the link. I'm probably going to put it in the chat. But I'm going to stress that it is only for Claudia. So, how's it going, Brenda? Good to see you. Let me light the candle. And I'm just gonna drop the hey Rochelle, how are you doing? I'm gonna drop the link for Claudia in the chat when she gets here. She talks to her son every night at this time, so she's not gonna be like right here right now. So I'm just gonna put the link for Claudia right here. That's for her to click on when she gets here. I'm gonna light this candle. Yes, it's coming up. That's exciting, Brenda. That's exciting. I'm excited for you. Yes. You're going to do some videos and stuff? I'm excited. I'm excited. I was thinking about that the other day, actually. I was like, when is it? It's coming up. My followers are flames, so that's why I light the candle. Welcome to the flames. It's good to have you here. Good to see you all. I'm cutting back a little bit. You guys, going live every weekday is a lot, and I wasn't having time to edit my videos. And I just got a job, and I need to I need to Linda's texting me. Yeah, yes, I'm live, Linda. Oh, there you are. Hi. Hello. What's Burning? Oh, you don't know what Burning Man is? It's a crazy party in the desert. I don't know how to describe it. It's a big party, and they burn a man made of sticks. And Google it. It's yeah. That was weird, huh? The chat didn't open at first. camping in the camper, the little camper. I was okay towing it. Um, I didn't sleep well in it, honestly, but I don't know. I don't think it was the camper per se. It wasn't. It wasn't just that. There's things going on, and so. Um, but I wanted to keep. I was so tempted to cancel the trailer over and over again. I didn't have like the right connector and all of that. Hi, Beyond Comfort Travel Adventures. Hello, welcome to Reds. So back to the camper. The camper, it was great. It was great. And I left her a good review, and she was very helpful, and she encouraged me. Like, I almost just backed out right on the spot. I just really was nervous about towing something with my RAV, but I knew it was the right weight because it was only 1,000. Hey, hello, hey Claudia, Claudia's here. So I dropped a link for you. It's right there. Do you see it? I can drop it again though. I'm dropping this link just for Claudia. Oh, and another thing I need to do is I forgot to put her link below this, which I will put below this later, but I'm going to drop it right now. Unless, wait, I have some, you guys, I made you all mods. I made you all mods. So, Linda or somebody, can you drop Claudia's link in the chat? Like periodically. So that would be cool. Want me to play you a little ditty on my flute while we wait for Claudia to. There, perfect timing. She popped in the basement.
See me? Hi.
Hi,
everybody. Hi.
How are you doing?
So nice to see you. My cat is driving me crazy.
The kitty is a needy cat.
Show you. Let me show you. Chico. As soon as I get home, all that he wants is for me to hold him all the time.
Oh, so cute.
He's cute, but very demanding. He's very demanding.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? At nighttime, he found my bed and he jumps on me, so he doesn't let me sleep. So I don't know. I'm not so sure about him anymore.
Oh, no.
He's so cute. Tomorrow, I'm taking him to the vet for the first time. And it's going to cost me a minimum of like almost $200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the first one, yeah.
The first one. So, anyway, how was your workout?
Good. I just walked, and then I do a little bit of weights here. And I have a gym over there. I've only been to it once, though. And I go swim at the pool. And that's where I got a job. Like you recently got a job again, but like you had been working though, I think, right?
Yeah, full time.
I hadn't been in the job force for like 36 years.
Nice.
Just got
a job. I was off for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a job lifeguarding where I swim.
Nice, very nice, because it motivates you to do activities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to stay active. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Yeah. When I first noticed they had lifeguards there that were, my age, some of them maybe older. So I was like, well, I can do this then.
Right.
If they can do this, then I can do this. So I'm excited about that, but I still have to take the training and stuff.
So you do these lives every Monday?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm doing it every Monday, and I was going live every weekday for lunch, but
Wow.
it was a lot because I was trying to
Yeah, it's a lot.
hours. It's a lot of time, and then I was trying to cook something to eat on my life, and I want my poetry to get more views, but still people like the food videos, so I keep cooking. And you got to eat, so you got to cook. So
Right.
my younger son is here, although he is moving out of the area. I'm kind of sad.
So you are in Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm. In
But
Denver.
are you thinking of moving?
No, oh no, not since I just got a job, and I found a church I really like, and I've met some friends. So yeah, I'm excited about staying here. But now my son is gonna go live by my niece for a little while in Oregon. So, and I don't know if he'll like it there. He might stay there, and then so I was thinking of looking for a tiny house here. And I probably still will. Because I'm not sure.
A tiny house that you would pull, or you would pay somebody to pull for you?
No, a tiny house like in a tiny home community, or
Oh, okay.
buy a piece of land and put a tiny house on it.
Yeah.
But that is the good thing about a tiny house is that I might eventually move back to California, or I could even move to Oregon if my son ends up liking it there.
And how is the real estate in your area? Because in my area, it's so ridiculously expensive. It's so expensive. I couldn't
Yeah.
afford. I thought I was coming here to buy land and to do, build myself a tiny house and a tiny house for my son. But Chico, yeah,
Yes.
yes, animal like cake. Yeah,
Yeah.
expensive and demanding. This little animal
Yeah.
is so like. I remind him. Remember, you're a stray cat. Don't try to be fancy here.
Mine were all like that too.
He saw them and he found my plants. So now I have to make arrangements. And I don't like, I have to hurry home, I have to think about him now. I wasn't ready. I'm selfish. I like to be I don't mind being alone and not taking care of anything but me.
Yeah. Because you have, how many children do you have? You have
5.
You have 5. I have 5 too. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like
So
we match. Like
yeah,
that.
so I just
We
now,
got a lot in common.
like in my adulthood, I found my freedom, in my time, my space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just learning to enjoy it, and so I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know still what happened to me when I adopted this cat. I don't know, because I'm not a pet person, and I just saw him and something happened. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm waiting. Maybe he's gonna change me in a better way. Maybe he's gonna teach me something. I don't know. I'm waiting to figure it out. I'm gonna take care of him until somebody else wants him. I'm not gonna abandon him. I'm gonna take care of him. I made that commitment. But I'm not like into like buying clothes for him or doing too much fancy for him. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Look at us.
We were both. She messaged me back. I should have messaged you on Facebook because you are on Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's just that I don't check
it.
my chats, So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my thing. That's my issue. I don't check chat because it gets busy being in social media. I barely can do YouTube. I cannot keep up, and to have a life and all the stuff that I'm trying to do, I feel so lame because I have so much content and I just don't have time, and I don't want to quit. I'm not going to quit because it took me so long to get to the point where I am right now. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to get better. I just need to find, I had to do a better time management, I think.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on too. Yeah. And I need to, I need to start writing more, and I have been like um, not writing as much, and not when I took off in my RV and I did that for a year, and I thought I was going to have time to write, and I didn't have
Right. Yeah. I was going to
time.
draw. I was going to be an artist. I was going, because I draw and I write as well. And I was going to do all of that. I'm
Yeah.
still remodeling. I'm still trying to finish my remodel.
Yeah, it's a lot of work though. Living in an RV is a lot of work. I mean, you gotta. I
It's a
remember,
lot of work.
like, I think I watched one of the video. Like, I'll watch a video sometimes, and then I won't comment, and then I don't get around to commenting, and I'm like, she'll never know I watched that video if I forgot to comment. But I think I saw the one. I don't know if I commented or not, where you were trying to find a place to move to,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, that's like the hassle I had.
Yeah, to me that's the biggest challenge of living in an RV, is to find a place to park it.
Yeah.
Because it can get expensive if you choose to live this way. If you
Mhm.
Because there's the traveler and there's the nomad that live this way. I'm not a traveler. I don't do this for pleasure. I chose to live this way for various reasons, and it makes sense
Mhm.
financially. But I'm learning so much more, that parking this big rig is difficult, and then you come to places that are touristic and nobody wants to see you, nobody wants your rig around, they just want
Yeah.
money, and they hire the hotels, and oh my gosh, I feel like, what am I, like chopped meat? Like, don't I, what is a place to park with my, I'm not like a homeless person, I just choose to live this way. So that's one of the biggest challenge for me. And now I also have to confess that I'm getting sick of living in this mobile park, because it's not my setting. It's not my, I'm just trying to, it's being difficult, to be honest. I am in Utah right now. I am in Utah to actually do a very difficult thing for my son, who is disabled and adult, and he's being neglected and abused. So I am in a mobile home park, which I feel so blessed, because where I'm next to Park City. Park City is the most expensive place in Utah, the
Wow,
most expensive, and
really?
I'm next to it.
Uh-huh.
So I was lucky to find a mobile home park where the rent is $600 a month. That's nothing here. That's nothing. I can
Wow,
do that easily.
that's good.
Um, but to be honest, a mobile home park is different than even an RV park. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because it's just different, and I'm missing. I just,
That's
I'm
good.
struggling. I'm
That's
struggling.
$600 a month. That's good. I remember
That's really good.
I
So
stayed.
people here had the biggest rig because they paid $600 a month. So they had this amazing fifth wheel. So I was thinking, if I get custody of my son, I will buy a 2-bedroom fifth wheel. Cheers. I'm gonna get mine. You know what I mean?
Drink. Huh?
I mean, everybody has here a huge rig. I'm the smallest,
Oh, really? Yeah,
because it
that's
makes
how it
sense.
was pretty much. So I traveled in my RV, and I preferred to stay in places like longer. Well, like when I came to Denver, like I wanted to stay here a month, but I didn't plan ahead. When I took off, it was during COVID too, but I still should have planned ahead, because I got a place at Cherry Creek State Park when I came here, and it was November 2020, and there was a cancellation, and that's the only reason why I got at Cherry Creek for Thanksgiving. And but then I came back to Denver in 2021. I want to say hi to Carol, Michigan. Carol, hi
Hi,
Carol.
Michigan, Carol.
Welcome to Reds.
Here,
Oh,
been listening.
Bayanta for
Thank you.
a good comment. I'll get to. Yeah, you got a lot of good comments. But so I came here to Denver in June 2021, and everything was opening up. The kids were out of school, and I didn't make a reservation, so I ended up at this Denver
Oh
Meadows
boy.
RV park. It was over $1,000 a month. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I paid for the month because I just wanted to sit and rest. I just wanted to sit and rest and, see my son. Like I would see him like every week, not like every day, but I would see him every week. And yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot.
over here was 1,200. The cheapest that I found, 1,200. And what happens here, I was at the RV resort first, and that was $800 during the low season, and then in April goes up to the high season, and it's $1,200. And I'm like, at that point, I might as well rent a house with someone else, instead of paying $1,200 for a concrete pad. Like, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I didn't even realize at the time because I didn't ask my son. I paid more, for that month. It was just for June 2021. Than he was paying in rent. He rooms with his friend from grade school, and now he's going to live by my niece, his cousin, for a little while and see how he likes it. I guess if he likes it, he'll stay there. But I just got to liking it here, and I'm just like, now you're going, but it's okay.
Thank you for the advice. Beyond comfort, travel adventures. Yeah, I
that's
decided. You know
true.
what? Nobody's paying me to do this, and
Yeah.
I really want to share what I have learned. I want, especially for other women, because the reason for me, being a foreign girl, when I came to this country, I didn't speak the language. I don't have family
Mhm.
here. I don't have anyone older than me that I can go for counsel or,
Yeah.
or anything. And I had a horrible beginning in this country. It's not the American dream. People should
Mhm.
know better that you have to work. There's a lot of suffering when you come from another country and you don't have anyone. So
Mhm.
for
Yeah, it's
me, it's
hard
like,
to
you know what?
find
I'm
here.
just going to, and I didn't find other women, and I didn't find anyone to go. So that's what I wanted to be for. Like, that's how I started my channel, thinking of someone like me, lonely, and I wanted to put myself out there to tell a story, to tell how we manage
Mhm.
here and how
Yeah,
we live. And I don't know.
yeah. And tell us, because you're from, is it Chile?
I'm from Chile, yeah.
Chile. Yeah. I had a
And
friend
it was
actually
very
in Florida.
difficult. It was so difficult to be here. People don't know. Like, I have always been a legal immigrant, but the fact that I have brown hair and I have an accent, people look at you like, oh, is she legal or illegal? People discriminate. Like, I have felt
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
discrimination, and I didn't
I
know that
bet you have.
that's what it was,
Hmm.
until,
Yeah.
like, oh wow, that's how it feels like. You know what I mean? So it has
Hmm.
been very difficult, but
Yeah.
people don't know that.
Yeah.
People just don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes people don't realize, and yeah, there's a
Like,
lot of,
learning a new culture is like being born again. You start
yeah.
from like a baby. Like, the
I bet
sense of
it's difficult.
humor, everything is different.
I was in Europe, and I had never been to Europe, and I was in Europe for 2 weeks. I was supposed to be there for a month, but it was just really it was really difficult, to be honest. I was like, and I was all the things that I was a little anxious about. It
Come
was
here.
like, and then the company I was with wasn't doing the things that I felt like they were supposed to do, and so it was just very stressful. And I was just like, I want to go home, and so they offered me. But a friend on YouTube friend, one of my followers invited me to Italy, so I went to Italy.
Nice,
I went to
nice.
Italy, and then I
Wow.
went to England for 2 days, London for 2 days, and then I flew back. I left my stuff because I bought stuff for the month, and then I only stayed 2 weeks, and I
Wait,
left
it didn't go well.
I left my stuff in Portugal where it didn't go
Wait,
well. Yeah,
what happened? Why did you return sooner? Things didn't go well. Do tell. We're
yeah.
here for the
My
gossip.
followers
Come
know.
on, girl. Come on, give
Um,
us some gossip.
yeah, yeah. Well, not gossip. Don't call it gossip. No, they know because I got on
Oh,
live in Portugal, and that's why
what happened?
Valentina invited me to Italy. I
Oh,
was like, my phone died. I didn't have my adapter. This is the adapter
yeah.
from London. I didn't have my adapter, which was stupid, which was my bad. But then I also signed up for these. I didn't have a roommate. I was supposed to have a roommate. My roommate wasn't there. And so, like, I'm all alone. I'm like, I joined this group so I wouldn't be alone in a foreign country.
Oh,
And here I am alone in a foreign country. And then my phone wasn't dead yet. And I could have gone out, but I was afraid. I was like, my phone's going to die and I'm going to be lost and I'm in a foreign country. And this is terrible, and I was scared. And so I didn't go out. My phone died. And then I had to get up the next day. I had to be like, okay, nobody's coming. My roommate's suitcase was there, and that made me think she was coming back, but she wasn't. She was staying with friends that were in Port, and I was in Lisbon, Portugal. So, so she didn't come back. So the next day I had to go out. I had to go out that Tuesday morning. Um, and the group is going on this boat ride that I had signed up for. They're not
oh,
saying, where is Susan at? That's my real name for those of you that don't know. Shh. I always say, my name is not Susan, but it is Susan. Call me Red, but they're not saying, where is she? She signed up for this. They're not checking on me or anything. I was trying to communicate with
that's
them on the
so
website,
weird.
and they weren't checking it. And yeah, so yeah, he gave me a thumbs up. Linda asked how old your son is.
He's 21 and he's just a precious, precious individual. He has Down syndrome. He is very, very capable, but he's in a bad situation where all the potential that he has is just not there anymore. And to the point that my son was born with a normal heartbeat. And now, a few months ago, I realized he's arrhythmic now. He doesn't have a normal heart anymore. So
Hmm.
they have him under a lot of high core meds, and he barely speaks now. He uses a lot of sign language. The problem is my son is housed with individuals with greater discapacity or handicaps than him. So
Mhm.
he's the minority in this group. So he adopts other people's behaviors instead of the other people adopt his. He's the minority. So and I feel also they don't encourage him to speak because in a way they want him to be silenced. Like I've been asking for a therapist for my son for years, and um, and they always have a reason why he doesn't make it to therapy. You know what I mean? I feel like they don't want him to speak up, and I'm encouraging him to speak up. And I have made some progress in the way they treat him, but only because I am here pushing.
Hi, Ivan. Welcome in.
Little stinkers here.
I can hear him playing with his toys.
Yeah.
You do a lot of repairs and stuff on your own. I'm
Yes.
so impressed by that. I'm like, Red's like calling somebody. Like, this is broke.
The
I,
problem is when you call somebody, they don't come. Like I want somebody professional to finish my remodel because I'm out of time. And nobody, like I had two people that had come look at it and they don't get back to me. So they know. So what are you left with? You have to do it yourself. Like in my case, if I want to finish it, I'm going to have to do it myself. Yes, he's in a group home. His father um, is a very, very tragic and long story, decades long. And I'm an open book, and everything that I speak, I have evidence of. The bottom line is I didn't have the means, I didn't speak the language, and he is wealthy and he's from here. So he won custody of my children. We were living in California, and he moved them to Utah. And when he moved them to Utah, he alienated them from me and my other daughters. They're Chilean also. So he split the family, and he alienated even the siblings. So when my daughter turned 18, I reached out and I found her and I reconnected with her, and we are very tight now. And when my son was 17 and a half, his father put him in a group home. So I gained access to him, because before that, even I had visitation rights, but the father will always make an excuse why my son wasn't going to be in the virtual visits, that I had. So in the meanwhile, I had a double mastectomy, and my life
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, I just,
Mhm.
the stress got to me so badly. I lost my children. I lost my family. Like, people don't know that sometimes when you come to this country, you don't come for the American dream. I came here and I lost my children. Something that my family in Chile doesn't understand. How can that be, Claudia? You're such a good mom. Like I always tell people, look at the children, look at my children, and then you can judge me what kind of mother I am. My daughters are wonderful mothers. They're beautiful children. They're anyway.
My daughter's a wonderful mother too. My middle daughter is a mother now, but my ex alienated me from my daughters, all three of my daughters, for a time, and now I'm so thankful and grateful. My middle daughter contacted me, and my youngest daughter contacted me too, but now I'm still not. I'm not in contact with her. I'm not in
I
contact.
have a very tight relationship with all of my children, and
That's great.
they're all supporting me on this,
That's
what I'm
wonderful.
doing. They have all written letters to the judge. Even my ex-husband had written letters to the judge. I've been married 3 times. I'm sorry. My last ex-husband is now a friend, and he even wrote to the judge on my behalf.
That's
I
great.
have my therapist. I have a group of people. They're supporting me, and I if for whatever reason I don't get to free my son, I am going to the TV. I am going to expose the nastiness, the abuse, the videos, my son
That's great.
crying desperately. I'm going to disclose everything, because I had it with the system. This
Hmm.
is the second time that I'm coming for my son. And the first time I lost because I didn't the technique that I use, like I needed to speak badly about the father, you know, and I didn't do that. I went to, you know, advocate for my son. I wanted to. Anyway, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yes. Yes. Um, uh,
Thank you, guys.
Rochelle's feathers are getting ruffled. I am
Yeah.
an inspired life skills teacher who advocates against the system I taught. You
Yes.
are
I am.
so
I have
imagine.
pictures of everything, you guys. I'm like, one thing I learned in this country, you cannot say anything if you don't have evidence. They won't believe you. The truth does not prevail. I thought when I came to this country, oh, I am in the United States. Things that happen in my country doesn't happen in the United States. In the United States, the truth
Mhm.
will prevail. I know that. No, it wasn't that way. The truth does, because people with money prevail, and I didn't have it. Now I speak English. I have money. I will save my son. If that's my mission in life. I
Yeah.
am going to rescue him. I promise you
That's
I
a
will.
great mission. Yeah. Yeah. That's a reason why I wanted to have uh,
Thank you.
you on again to talk about how it was progressing. Yeah. You don't remember? I think you were here. You were talking. You were talking with Linda. You were talking with Claudia before because you were here when I had her on before. I think. I think you were. I,
Camper Goer one.
I
Yes,
think
that's
you
what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for guardianship of my son. His father has guardianship of him, and he has neglected him. And I am back, and this time I'm paying for my attorney, and I'm paying for half of my son's attorney. So everybody has an attorney. And my retainer of 5,000 is almost gone, and my attorney just told me that the trial retainer is going to be $12,000 to $15,000. So every money that I'm earning, I'm just hitting it to these freaking attorneys. They meet all the time, pre-trial after pre-trial. They're only just billing us, and the trial doesn't come soon enough. It's almost a year since I filed, almost a year since I've been doing this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, my son, I have records of my son saying, Mom, I want to live with you. Mom, I don't like my dad. Mom, my dad says that I'm a really bad boy. I have it on video. I have all of this. So if the judge doesn't want to listen, the TV station will listen, because
Yeah.
I am going to make a noise. It's disgusting. I want this facility to close down. They go through stuff like crazy. It's messy. My son was attacked. The police was involved. And I even told them this was going to happen. I have it in writing. A month before my son was attacked, I said, I am afraid that this person who told me that he's an ex-con is my son's roommate.
No, goodness.
How can this be? I sent them an email. I'm afraid of what may happen. A month later, he attacks my son. And he runs from the police. And my son calls me, and I'm leaving an hour away. I'm ready to go, and the father didn't let me go, and the father lives 15 minutes away. And nobody went to my son's rescue. No one.
Oh, no.
And my son has Down syndrome. How you think, I don't understand how people can be so mean.
No. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be super cool, because if I go nuts over this, the mother is crazy. She cannot have guardianship, I have to be eloquent. I have to be sophisticated. I have to be the lady that without any feelings for her son.
You have to
I'm boiling inside. I cannot wait to come out and tell everybody what I know. I cannot wait until this is over. I promise you. I haven't shared my channel because I don't want it to be about this. I feel like I have to advocate. And now I feel like I don't have to advocate just for my son. Now that I know what I know, I have to advocate for the rest of the disabled people. They don't have anyone.
Yeah, she's been trying to do that. Yeah, Linda knows stuff about the system. And
my son has a GAL, which is a guardian ad litem, meaning the judge put her as a temporary guardian to go through this process. So she's going to make a recommendation to the judge, and we're waiting for her recommendation. So far, everything is going well. She and I have I've been feeding her all the evidence that I have. And and she's going to make a report and said, we're counting on you for this. So we're waiting to see what her report is. But yes, we have everybody involved. And everybody is asking me, why doesn't, their father let go? And I asked the same. You know what? I wasn't supposed to have my son. We were supposed to abort him. And I couldn't follow through. And 4 weeks after, I made the decision to have him, 4 weeks after I made the decision, he walked out of the marriage. And I feel like he's making me pay now, for having this son. He doesn't have him in his house, but I also cannot have him in mine. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it makes no sense. Dude, I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for anything. I will do everything. And I know this is going to be difficult. I have already wiped my son butt, as an adult. I know this is going to be difficult, but this is my son, and I chose to have him. I chose to birth him. The day before the abortion, I changed my mind because something happened, And I told God, I don't know why this is happening to me, but you chose me to be his mother, so I'm going to be there for him. You're going to show me how. I have no idea, but you made me his mom.
We will help you, and you'll be able to, meet people and that will help you also,
Beyond Comfort Travel Adventure, I will come out after these facilities with what I know after. I cannot, this is an ongoing case, so I don't think it would be on my benefit or my son's that I disclose what I know now. I want to disclose what I know during the trial and then after. But yes, these people are moved from facility to facility, and yes, there are complaints, but I have documented what I have,
Mm-hmm.
but I
She's in
will come out
the
after.
process.
Hmm?
You're in the process of all of this.
Yeah, I am in the middle. Like I'm almost at the end, and we're almost to trial.
Uh-huh.
The girl, it was appointed by the judge. We both of the attorneys, my attorney and the opposing counsel, we both recommended a girl to the judge, but the judge didn't choose either one. He chose his own, which is a good thing. So very neutral.
Yes.
Yes, my son has a case manager, and my hands has a team, and the team has been very abusive towards me. I have texts, I have emails where they tell me nobody wants to be your friend. Everybody knows what you're made of. And I'm like, why are you talking to me like this? This is a business relation. You should not be talking to me like this. As that's so
Uh,
personal. I have it all documented. I have shared with the attorneys also.
so yeah, I knew that. Yeah, Linda knows about
Yeah,
such.
so the case manager here in Utah, every state has their own system, but here in Utah, there's a case manager, a support team. A support team. The support team pushes me away every time I request something on behalf of my son. They say no. They say no, that my son didn't say that. And the reports they provide, they're supposed to give quarterly reports. For 2 years they didn't do it until I push. Now they're doing the quarterly reports, but the reports contain lies, and I can prove it. For example, they say that Trevor was provided a haircut, and Trevor hasn't gotten a haircut in months, no weeks but months, and I have documented it. So I told them, your reports are not, they're fake. I provide financial help, and like my son, and I can show you the shoes because I kept them. My son has shoes with holes in the soles, with holes for
Mm-hmm.
winter,
Wow.
twice, and I replaced those shoes, but I kept them because these are evidence. Why doesn't my son gets money, social security? Why is my son walking with clothes with holes and shoes with holes? My son didn't have boots for winter until I pushed. Like, what would happen if I'm not here?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know? So anyway, I have documented everything. But the team, everybody sucks because my son should not go without proper
Mm-hmm.
attire.
Yeah.
And if my son should have a therapist. My son doesn't have ever money for anything. So my
Yeah.
son has never worked, and he goes to these skill schools just to use their time, because skills for what? They don't give him a chance to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fighting for everything. I know the Down syndrome community very well because I was involved in California, but I've been very close to what a person with Down syndrome can do. Of course
Mm-hmm.
there are different levels, but anyway, I'm sorry. Just this is the worst. It's the worst. Like, if it wasn't my son, I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. Hi, Paul.
Paul's blind soup for the soul. We need some soup for the soul right now.
Yeah. This is Claudia from Her Soul Vacation.
Go
Um,
subscribe, Paul.
huh? Are you subscribed? Do you know Paul? Claudia?
No, I don't know Paul as blind soup for the soul. I know a couple Pauls, but no blind soup for the soul. I
Oh,
would remember the name.
it's a good name.
Yeah, and I love soup.
Soup is good, especially
And
when
my channel is called Soul Vacation, so
yes, that's a good name.
okay.
Uh, oh, oh, Costco orange chicken dinner. That looks good.
Yeah, right.
Do
That
that.
was good. That I recommend it. Oh my gosh, it has more meat than the Panda Express.
Ah, okay. I'm getting your link to drop again. Let me do that. Um, there we go. So yeah, so you're gonna try to get your guardianship of him, and then he's gonna live with you.
Yes,
Are you gonna
yes.
um are you gonna live in a camper, or then will you get a place, or will you go back
That's a
to
good question, and
California?
I have a few ideas, and I would like you to know your input and you guys, the community, because I love this lifestyle, and I think it's very rich in experiences, especially for a disabled person like my son. There has been, he has been, he just jumped in.
Chico,
Hello, everybody.
hi
That's Chico.
Chico.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's such a. Anyway, I
Chico
think my
wants to
son
be.
will benefit of seeing the world and seeing people, and the people are super nice. And I have a big community in Arizona of men, super cool men. They say we're gonna show you how to drive, how to, fix mechanics. I don't have a partner, but I have a community, and I believe this community really wants to help one each other. And I believe that my son is not gonna be a doctor. My son will benefit from just having beautiful experiences after being condemned to a bedroom for most of his life. You know what I mean? So I think that I want to, it depends. I have a good job here, and they're promising me a lot, like a six-figure salary for next year.
Oh
So
wow.
if that doesn't happen, so I have to gauge, like, do I want to continue to build my career and buy land and build something here? Or do
Uh,
I want to take off and continue to travel? My ideal would be to build a little tiny community for the disabled. I would like to have
That
a
would be cool.
tiny home community where my son is my neighbor, and start with that tiny house over
Yeah.
him. I want him to be independent, and then bring another one, and then make a communal garden and just live as a
Yes.
community. I really feel that this is something that they can do and they will benefit. And I want my son to get dirty and work the land and help me build
Yeah.
the tiny house. I want him to be a capable individual. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
that's what I
Awesome.
want to do. And if I can do that, then this job would allow me to buy the land and to do all of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Claudia, if you get guardianship, yeah, I was also thinking that way, camper, going to like get the hell out of here. If I get the guardianship, that's another thing that I could do.
Um,
Yes, and Arizona, I have a daddy who lives in Arizona, and I love Arizona. I have so many friends in Arizona, and the land is cheaper there. Living this way is more acceptable. I am aiming to take my son and I to Arizona. You know what I mean? So yeah, I could totally do that. So I either stay around here because of my job, if that pans out, or I just say, you know what, I'll just continue this way because I'm not broke, and I just learned to live frugally, with what I have.
mhm.
So I have a condo in California that's paid for. So that's kind of my passive income. You know what I mean? That I
Yeah.
don't have to
So you
depend
rent
on
it
my
out,
job.
and you have good tenants in there in your
Yes,
place.
yes,
That's
yes, yes.
see,
So
I didn't want to do that anymore. And then I had put money away that I got from my ex in the divorce, and it was, I didn't want to touch it, and but then I was in debt, and then my credit score wasn't good, and so that's why I sold my house. And I had bad experience with renters because my ex wasn't just not very good at getting. Okay, okay, Linda, I'll give it to her. Um,
thank you, Linda. I'm definitely coming to Arizona because it's affordable, it's friendly, and it's beautiful. I've been to the mountains and the lakes of Arizona. It's not all like Phoenix, not at all. I've been to the Chiricahua Mountains. I've been to
yeah,
Portal. It's gorgeous, gorgeous.
Linda's in Phoenix though. But Linda,
So,
wants
oh,
you
she's
to
in
get out
Phoenix,
of
but it's
Phoenix, don't
okay.
you, Linda?
But Arizona is still Arizona. My
Yeah.
dad is in Mesa next to you, Linda.
Oh, oh, yeah. So how long have you? So your dad is in this country too now?
My dad?
Or did you say your
My
dad? Or
daughter.
your
My
daughter. Your
daughter.
daughter. Your daughter. Okay.
Yeah, my oldest daughter lives in Mesa.
Uh-huh. My daughter's in. My middle daughter's in Philadelphia.
Oh wow.
So, oh,
Cool.
thanks for dropping that link, Paul. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Dropping
Pablo.
the link.
Thank you, Pablo.
I dropped earrings. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, you do a lot more than.
I am so like you guys, I feel like that's why sometimes like for my channel I lose my energy because I want to give more and I don't have more to give because I'm so stressed out. Like I work really hard to fall asleep at night and not think of my son, for example. You know what I mean? And not think about the stuff that I'm going through. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
I'm trying to be positive,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard when things are not going well to be positive.
Oh,
Um,
thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing Beyond
thank
Comfort
you.
Travel Adventures. I need
Mhm.
to go. After this, I'm going to check out your channel too. I'm going to go check out to whatever people subscribe to me. I'm going to subscribe to theirs. I
Okay.
love the community.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And so your channel is you so you're not you're up over 1,000, but you're not monetized yet either.
I just became a monetized.
Oh, you
Yes.
just
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I have made $6.
Yay! I'm
So so
hoping to get
so so
it this
so
year.
Red. So that's the other thing. I feel like now I have been handed the opportunity of a new business. You
Mhm.
know, so I have
Yeah,
to keep at it because it took me
yeah.
so long and so much work to get here. You know,
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, it's YouTube is a lot of work.
it's a lot
It
of
is.
work.
I'm not making anything yet, but
Yeah,
I'm hoping to get monetized this year. So,
yeah.
yeah. And Crystal was the first winner and I sent out your Etch a Sketch and your book on Friday, Crystal. So it's on its way to you. Are you supposed to get it?
Krista en la gringa. I love la gringa.
Yes.
Who is la gringa? Crystal en la
The
gringa
van
is.
is her van. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It's
Yeah, you
gringa.
guys could
Oh, that's.
talk. You guys could talk. You guys can talk in your in your language. Yeah, because
Oh, she speaks Spanish.
yeah, her
Oh,
her her husband he passed away, but her husband is from
I'm
Mexico.
sorry.
Is
I'm
from
sorry, Crystal.
yeah. Yeah, it's been a little bit, but it's been hard. She's got Crystal. Do you have 4 kids or she has 4 and she has grandkids. She's a little bit older than us, but she has yeah, she's
Ah, sí, Claudia Lagrin. That's such a great name. Muy inteligente, Cristal. La gringa es mi van. I like it. Such a cool name, La gringa.
it's green. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I met Crystal at wow, 4 children and 12 grandchildren. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, life can go in so many different directions, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I try not to think about it just now because there are other things that I need to do first.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. And God will guide you.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
counting on him because, you know,
Mhm. Mhm. She'll know because, well, right now it's good that you have the job and that's helping with the
yeah, with the attorneys.
yeah.
And
That's
also to show the job that to the judge that I mean it, that that I got here and I got a job right away, that I'm not kind of trying not to do anything. I'm really trying. Es que soy gringa y mi vaina es color green. So like, I love it. I love it.
Mhm. Yeah, and Claudia has a new kitty and he's Chico.
Yeah, this is Chico.
Chico Crystal.
He just wants me to pet him all the time. And
Oh.
when I want to go to sleep, he likes to jump on me. So I'm like a new mom. Like I have big, eye bags because I like to sleep because of this one. I'm rethinking my choices here. What the heck?
Chico, you gotta let your mama sleep.
Yeah, it's like what the heck, man.
Yeah.
Remember, you're straight. This is a palace for what you had. You
He's
come from the ghetto, so don't be too fancy here.
he's
He's
needy.
very needy. He's
Yeah.
very, very extremely needy. Why are you so needy, Miakale, huh? Chico, you tell people why. What's your problem? Tell them. Why are you so needy? What happened to you in your life when you were born, huh?
That reminds me of he's the same color as so the friend I was based in the St. Louis area, and my friend Gladys had the blue, the pit bull. He was so needy.
Oh, those
Um,
people, blue people are so pretty.
yes, he was a pretty dog, but he was like that. He was so needy. He was like always
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah. I
He's like,
feel like I feel because he was born who knows where and who knows what he saw and so many fears, that
hmm
he's so needy now. He misses his mom. He never had his mom.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
That's poor baby.
But
Yeah.
sometimes he looks at me like he hates me. He looks at me eye like, what the heck? What
He
is
is
up with
like a real child, isn't he?
yeah, like what did I do to you, you little stinker? I rescue you.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that.
ended up with 13 cats. Like,
What?
yeah, I said that before. When we were in the country and there was no like animal control,
Oh,
and we were on
they were
two and
outdoors?
3/4 acres. Some of them were indoors and some of them were outdoors, but I ended up having to leave them all outdoors because they would
Destroy your house?
even yeah destroy my house. And even though I got them all fixed, the males would still spray when they smell the other male cat.
Oh.
And my ex-husband would get so mad and he
Mhm.
hated them. He's like, it smells like cat pee. It smells like cat pee.
Oh,
Cat pee. Oh, he hated them. Um, and then it was kind of expensive. And then the last one got feline leukemia because I didn't get
oh.
them all. Yeah, and so he wasn't. And then
That's the only thing that I don't know. Like if he got really, really sick and needed surgery and it was like 2 grand, I'm not sure that I'm gonna do it.
yeah,
I'm not like because the way I grew up, it's like the animals belong outside. They don't go to the vet. You just give them your leftovers, and that's that. And good luck.
yeah,
That's the way I was raised. And
keep
here people put them in a stroller. They buy them
yeah,
clothes. They have
crazy.
vitamins. I like. I know.
Yeah,
I don't know, Chico. I'm sorry. It's gonna be somewhere in the middle.
yeah. I found a home for I had a dog and it was really a failed rescue. I had a cute little Maltese, and she
Oh.
was 6 years old, and I felt like it was just God because um, the person that was in my house before I moved into it, we rented out the smaller house we had that I got in the divorce, and then I moved into it. But um, I was helping out this lady who she was abused, and one of her abusers found her. One of her exes found her, and then had pushed her off. She broke her tailbone, pushed her off the steps of her trailer, and she's like, "I need to find a place." And I'm like, "I have a place. I have a place." And she paid me. I just had her pay me less, and it needed repairs. And because my ex didn't keep up on anything, and so I was left to manage this, and I didn't even want to do it. So let her move in, and we went to visit her brother, and who was just into Florida. It was like a 5-hour drive maybe, or something like that. And her brother gave her sons a puppy as they were leaving, and she's like, I was halfway.
Oh.
She drove a couple of hours before she realized they had a puppy back in the
Oh.
back seat. And so, and she had been letting it go on the patio portion where it was a garage made into a room. And I said to her, I was like, Jessica, you can't keep, just leaving the dog out there and not taking, letting it go to the bathroom and stuff on my carpet. She's like, I'm trying to find it a home. And I was like, give it to me. I'll find her a home. And then I ended up so it was like a failed foster.
Yeah.
But I realized when I sold my house and I had stuff that I still needed to sort through in Georgia. And then I decided to buy the RV up in St. Louis area. So I was in a hotel room. I was sorting through. I was like not even a mile from my ex's house. He had a big house. I could have stayed there, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I was about an hour from my daughter, not an hour. I mean, about a minute, not even a mile from my daughter's house too. But I didn't tell them. And I was just in the room, in the hotel room, sorting through all this stuff. So I had this big U-Haul, and I was taking stuff to storage to leave for my daughter. And the dog she was so nervous. She was so nervous. I took her to the closing of the house. She was so nervous. And I'm like, I don't know that this is going to work traveling around with her. And I was just like, everywhere I go, they had other dogs too. Like I said, my friend in St. Louis had that. They had met though, and they did get along as long as I didn't. My little dog thought she's a big dog, and like I couldn't. When I was watching Blue and had my little dog, I could not. I couldn't like pet either one of them. Like I couldn't make my dog jealous because she's going after thinking she's a big dog, and she's like the one time that happened, like she was in my lap and she growled at him and he went, "Rah!" And I'm like, oh my gosh, he is going to kill you. Why are you getting jealous? And I was like, I can't pet, so it's like, and it could be complicated going to other places where there's dogs. And I knew a friend that worked with finding them, rehoming them, and finding them a home. So I made the tough decision to.
Yeah, I understand. Like I'm not. He doesn't really take much, but for me, like it's just an extra thing that I don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and I mean, you're like me. I was like 5 kids. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be time for me to just take care. Just take care of me.
Yeah.
And not have anybody else to take care of, because even like it was ridiculous with the 13 cats.
Oh my gosh.
And then my oldest son ended up with a dog that would bite people, and it would go after the cats. And it was funny, like the cats knew that this dog, she was a pit bull, and the cats knew the difference, because my daughter had sometimes the grand dogs. My oldest daughter, who now I don't have, am not in contact with, my oldest daughter had a golden retriever, and that dog just wanted to play, but the cats would know, like, I would give them wet food sometimes in the basement, and there was a basement and the garage was 3 floors. The house my ex got in divorce, he got the big house that he built. It's huge, and now it's just him there. So the dog the one cat that was left at the end was, his name was Poe, and he would, my daughter's dog would run up to him, he'd be like fine, you know. But the pit bull, the pit bull coming down the stairs, and there's just like nowhere to go in the basement. There's a refrigerator. Hey, Timmy Ray, how are you? And the cat knew which dog it was. And so now he's like, I have to get to safety. So he jumped on top of the refrigerator, because like if that cat, because the dog, the pit bull, got a hold of one of the feral cats. And I called him Will Ferrell, and he was a mess, and I should have just had him put down, because I think he gave the other cat leukemia, the one that died last. But this feral cat was so bad, and it was pooping on my porch, and I felt bad because I let the dog out to chase the cat away, not thinking, oh, it's old, it's not going to be able to get away. And I let the dog out to chase the cat off my porch, and she got the cat and killed it, and I felt terrible. It was awful.
And you witnessed all of that.
It was horrible. It was right before I was having to marry. I tried all these things to make money. I tried selling Mary Kay. I tried selling Mary Kay, Claudia. It's terrible at selling Mary Kay.
Well, I think we all done Mary Kay.
Yeah. I was with these other ladies in Mexico. We were on a mission trip, Mexico, and we were in the car. We were back in San Diego when we went to a baseball game. We went to a Padres game, and it was after the thing, and we all. I think I said it first. I was like, I used to sell Mary Kay. And then the other lady was like, I used to sell Mary Kay. The other lady was like, I used to sell Mary Kay. It was so funny. But oh yes, he thinks you'll like his videos. Yeah, they're calming.
I'm gonna go and look you up, Paul.
I haven't been over there to see. I need to go and watch some recently. You just went to Graceland. You went to Graceland again, Timmy Ray?
Nice.
That's nice. That was the last place I went in my RV. I stayed at Graceland RV Park. That was the last place I went. So that was October 2021. Oh. You know what happened with the last cat? So the dog kept chasing. The dog chased. So Yoda. A lot of them were named Star Wars names, and so Yoda, Layla kept chasing up the street. And like the last time he would stay at the neighbors. And the first time she called me, she was like, I'm ready to take this cat here to a cat rescue place. But she said, well, I thought you should come up here first and see if it's your cat. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my cat. I bring it back. You know, this happened like 3 times. It happened like twice. And then the third time we just let him stay. They gave the cat another name. They just kept him. His name was Yoda. He was so adorable. He was a tabby. He was a tortoiseshell tabby cat.
Oh, so cute.
And he was chubby, and he was, oh, you took your mom for her birthday. That's nice. Oh, you have an older friend. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm banned now because I sold my stuff. It's like you can sell your stuff. They got me to buy like $2,500 worth of merchandise to sell to resell. Yeah, like a dummy. It's a pyramid scheme, is what it is. It's a pyramid scheme. That's what my son said. He's like, Mom, that's a pyramid scheme. And I sold it back. I got so you can sell it back for 90%, but you're banned from ever selling Mary Kay again. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm like, I am okay with that. Um, because I wasn't, you're supposed to sell it for twice what you bought it for. And
Yeah, you had to make a profit.
yeah, and it's not as easy as they try to make it out to be.
Yeah, I know. Nothing else, right?
Mhm.
Okay, girls, I'm gonna check out because
Yeah.
I came straight from the gym to you, and now I'm like, oh, I need to eat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
So
understand that. Thank you
thank
so
you for
much.
having me. Thank you for
Uh-huh.
having me. You do them all every Monday, huh?
Yeah, Monday now, and I'm gonna do the Thursday lunch live instead of I was doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh
Friday for lunch.
wow,
Yeah,
wow,
every
wow.
day. So it was
But
taking.
this also helps you instead of videos, right? Instead of you making videos,
Uh-huh.
you do lives.
It
Yeah,
gives
that's
me
good.
watch. It gives me watch time, but I want
Watch
to
time.
still.
Watch time and also keeps you active with your community. I should do more lives too, but I don't know.
Uh,
Anyway, thank you for having me and thank you everybody for being so cool.
yes.
And we will stay in touch either here or there,
Yes.
everywhere.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Mwah. Ciao.
Mwah. Ciao. Hey, Savannah. We're just finishing up. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I pray for you all. And I am going live now on Thursdays. I will be live for lunch instead of every single day during the week. It was getting to be a lot. So, and I'm hoping to put out some more videos too. I have a ton of footage. I have a ton of footage. I've been talking about making the downsizing video that's old footage from 2020. So I've been talking about doing that. So maybe I can get to that. And thank you everyone for being here. Hey, if you're a moderator, you can drop your link. I'm going to close in prayer because that's what I do. I'm going to go ahead and close in prayer. And so I'm going to pray for Claudia and the situation and everything. And if anybody has any prayer requests, it's okay. You can always watch the replay. But thank you for being here. Thank you for a lot of people end up coming. I went in on the end. I found Dodge City Van Life. Do they usually go live? I found they had a live today, but they were having connection problems. And so I went in on the end of that and just said, hi. I came in and you're swirling, but hello. Yeah, I had never really checked out anything on their friends of, I think I met them at Crystal's, Dodge City Van Life. Yeah, I did that. Oh, yes. Continuing to pray about that to me, Ray, when I think of it. And it takes a while. Yeah, Crystal knows about that. Um, yeah, so if you're a moderator, you can drop your link while I pray. It's okay for you to drop your link while you pray. Do you want to be a moderator, Rochelle? Because I can make you a moderator. I'm on the StreamYard side. Um, it's weird how sometimes like StreamYards will be different order or different, it's like I saw it for a minute, and then I haven't been over. I think I subscribed, so I saw the notification, but I hadn't watched it. I'll do that. I'll go subscribe to somebody, but then I don't get around to like watching videos, and then I'll see like, oh, they just posted a video, let me go watch, or they just went live, so let me go watch. So yeah, like that. All right, let me pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for all my YouTube followers, Lord. I pray that you would strengthen Claudia and help her in this case, and to get guardianship of her son, Lord. I pray that you would protect him in this place, Lord, that you would keep him safe from any harm until she gets this all taken care of, Lord. And we just thank you for working in this situation. And thank you for her and for her channel, and that she got monetized, Lord. And thank you for her job, that she's able to pay the lawyers to help with this case, Lord. I just pray that you would give her wisdom and give her favor, and work these things out in her favor and her son's favor, so that he can be in a safe place and be with his mom. And I pray you continue to be with Timmy Ray and comfort him at the loss of his dad, help him to adjust, and help him to remember that he'll see him again. We'll see our loved ones again, Lord. We thank you for that hope we have in Jesus Christ, that we will see our loved ones again, Lord. I often think of that, Lord. Since losing my brothers, my mom, my dad, Lord. I mean, they're not really lost, so we know where they are, Lord. Thank you for that comfort we have in you. And Lord, I often think of this like, Timmy Ray, your dad's with Elvis. He's good. He's with the king. He's with the king. He's with Jesus. He's with the kings. And I pray you continue to heal my friend Lori, Lord, and my friend Rose, and be with them, and help them in their situations, Lord. I pray you continue to bless my children and watch over them and keep them safe, Lord. And my daughter that's expecting next month, Lord, that her labor and delivery would go well, Lord. I pray you continue to guide my sons as they look for new jobs, and be with them. Thank you for our children, our grandchildren, Lord, and the blessing they are. And we pray that you would continue to watch over them and bless them. We pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. So years ago, I heard Rick Stanley preach. Rick Stanley was the step brother of Jesus, and I read his book, and it was called The Touch of Two Kings. And he meant Jesus and Elvis, because Elvis was like really, really super good to his family. I'm sure you know that. And he was just so good. And Rick Stanley was an evangelist. He ended up having problems at the end, and he recently passed away. So he's up there with Elvis and Jesus too. So, yeah. And Priscilla, I felt that was sad. I felt sad for her children. So, but yeah, I believe they're up there. That's the hope we have in Jesus. And it's awesome. That's a good news. That's a gospel. Yep. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you. So y'all don't 29 times. That's awesome. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Love y'all. Bye.